On today's IRS tax update with tax processing currently underway, we are going to recap the latest developments this tax season, including the first round of tax refunds scheduled for release, as well as the first set of issues tax filers are encountering after filing their returns. We will also take a look at why some early filers are reporting no updates to their tax transcripts, and from there recap the new IRS free e-file system, and why some who are planning to use the new platform may have to consider other options. Now, with tax processing currently underway at IRS processing centers, so far there are still no technical issues to report, and processing is ongoing. Most tax filers will encounter one of the messages seen here when checking their refund status results online, indicating their tax return was received and is still being processed. A majority of those who currently have their tax returns processed will also see tax topic 152 appear, and that is perfectly normal to be seeing and is no cause for concern. Tax Topic 152 is a normal tax processing code and just means your tax return is currently in the IRS computer system undergoing processing. However, for those of you who see Tax Topic 151, that indicates the IRS has discovered an issue with your tax return, most likely resulting in a tax refund adjustment and possible delay. It is also important to note that after covering this topic for the last 2 years, we have seen in many cases that refund status results on the IRS website will not always update, and in some cases still not update even after the taxpayer received their tax refund. So, it is advised you check your tax transcripts for the most up-to-date information on your refund status. Meanwhile, we are receiving questions from early filers who are encountering the messages seen here when checking their refund status results that their tax refund cannot be issued until mid-February. Now, if you are claiming either the Earned Income Tax Credit or Advanced Child Tax Credit, this is a normal message to see, and one you should expect if you are claiming either one of those credits. As a reminder, due to federal law, which is more commonly referred to as the PATH Act, any tax refund from a return claiming EITC or ACTC cannot be released before mid-February, as it allows additional time for the IRS to review the tax return and specifically verify the taxpayer qualifies for the credit. Now, if you are impacted by this, expect to see an update to your refund status results and tax transcripts by February 17th. And the first refunds for those early filers claiming those credits will be issued by February 27th, with a significant amount being seen in the first week of March. The only way a taxpayer who claimed these credits could see their refund early is those who selected a refund advance from their tax preparer. But again, no refunds will be released directly from the IRS, either by direct deposit or paper check, till after mid-February. Also, do note if you are claiming EITC, we have seen an increase in tax returns being placed under review and audit in the last 2 years, which may cause additional refund delays. If you are impacted by this, the IRS will send a letter by mail requesting documentation in regards to your dependent so that processing can continue on your return. Since our last update, we have received a growing number of reports from our viewers who are encountering their refund has been delayed by the need to complete ID verification. If you are impacted by this, expect to receive a similar message as seen here when checking the status of your refund online. Now, unfortunately, there is no way to fast-track this, and you will need to wait for that ID verification notice the IRS to be sent in the mail to begin the process. You should receive the notice within 2 weeks of the date that appears next to the 971 code on your tax transcript. Now, you will need that letter along with a valid photo ID and your tax return to complete the process, and in most cases, this can be done in a matter of minutes. Upon successful completion of the process, the IRS has indicated you should receive your tax refund within 9 weeks as long as there are no further issues with your tax return. Last year, a majority of those who completed ID verification reported they received their tax refund closer to the 2 to 3 week mark after verifying their identities. If you are attempting to check your transcripts and encountering either scenario as seen here, where either tax year 2023 does not appear, instead replaced by the letters NA, or your tax transcript is blank, this is going to be expected in the early days of the tax season and is not a cause for immediate concern. Although the IRS indicates it could take 2 to 4 weeks for a transcript to become available if you filed electronically, we generally have seen it take about half that time over the previous 2 years, with the exception of paper return filers who can experience considerably longer. Now, the IRS does update transcripts daily during the week. However, the exact day yours is updated will depend on the last 2 digits of your transcript cycle code ending between 01 and 05. from previous years, and we expect again, we will see mass tax transcript updates on Fridays for weekly accounts, specifically those ending in 05, and mass updates on Tuesdays for daily accounts with those cycle codes ending between 01 and 04. So again, you will usually see your transcripts updated once a week based on previous reports, and that tax transcripts and refund status results are updated separately, which is why you may see a difference in results from the two options. For those of you planning to use the new free IRS E-file platform to file your tax returns this year, and not have to pay the large tax processing companies like TurboTax, please keep in mind that the IRS announced before the start of the tax season that the platform will not be fully operational until March, and that it was being released in phases. Now we can confirm the platform is now live, but is only accepting a limited number of tax filers at the moment. For those of you who do not plan to wait, the IRS does have a list of tax filers on their website that do provide free filing options depending on your tax situation that you may want to consider. If you do decide to wait for the new IRS system, keep in mind if you're reporting self-employment income from a 1099 form, this option does not appear likely it will work for you at least this year. You, however, will be able to claim the Earned Income Tax Credit and Child Tax Credit, along with student loan interest among some of the others mentioned here, if you plan to wait and file with the new platform. Let us know in the comments section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.